Owen J. And let's see, where are you at? You are in Costa Mesa, California. This is your 2950 CD. I was going to show you some of the things that I've done already. This is the power lead that they put in the radio to send with the radio. It goes from right there down to the board. I mean, look at that. Look at the size of that. It's tiny. It's like 18 gauge or 20 gauge wire. Got a little inductor on it. Well, I took some heavier wire. This is, I think it's 14. I can't tell. It's a lot bigger than what that was, and I was able to fish it back through the inductor, the toroid, with great difficulty. Okay, but it is in there. So now you got a heavy power lead to get juice to the rest of the radio. There you can see on this end how large it is. They give you a pretty large ground wire, probably about 16 gauge. I think that's 14. This is 16. That little red one was either 18 or 20 gauge. It's real tiny, not big enough. Okay, I got your CP1 installed. Alright, done the clarifier mod. Got the Ranger noise filter installed. I've installed your 15 kilohertz wide 10.7 IF filter in place of the other one. I haven't found a substitute for these little surface mount R25s yet. If I find a 2SC 2999 equivalent, then I'll start putting those in there. But right now, I'm leaving the one that they've got in there, and it does work very well. Okay, I've upgraded your capacitors for your voltage regulator. That was a 1000, it's now 3300 at 25 volts. This one was a 1000, it's now 3300 at 25 volts. Okay, and I have replaced your mic connector with a 4-pin. I got to straighten that up. When I tightened it up, it moved a little, so I got to loosen it and move it back. So you now have a 4-pin mic connector on the radio. Getting ready to put the shield back over this area, but I wanted to show you that I had replaced your IF filter. Alright. Okay, more to come. Okay, moving right along here. Got the wires dressed. Going back to the switches. All the switches are labeled. Amp, RNF, and that's Ranger noise filter, and high cut. Okay, your SP1A switch is down below those three. Just remember the one closest to the heatsink is for the internal amp, AD203, that I'm getting ready to install now. Okay, more to come. Okay, Owen, got the AD203 installed. You can see I did not use these holes. I took the speaker out, marked the speaker holes on the heatsink, drilled and tapped new holes. Okay, I still got to put thread lock on there, keep it from coming out. And yeah, I'll back them out, put thread lock on it, put it back in there, and just put it in place so I can go ahead and get everything wired up. And I still got to address the wiring, so everything is nice and neat. But there's your SP1A. There's your SP1A. I've got the new 4-pin mic connector installed. There's the PC board for the 6-pin. You can see I removed the 6-pin. Alright, there's your CP1, your SP1A, and let's see, I've got your Ranger noise filter installed, And all the switches here in the back are labeled. Okay, the switch closest to the heatsink is the amp. Alright, let me get this tidied up. I'll give you one last shot of the inside of it, and I'm going to put it back together and test it out. Okay, Owen got the SWR board back in there. Got all the switches wired up. Got things tied up. That switch doctor, he is off frequency. Get back on frequency. He's off frequency, so when I hit that button, it comes in clear. That's how much he's off frequency. Okay. Anyway, back to your radio. Everything's all tied up. Get ready to put the cover on it and test it out. More to come. Okay, Owen, there it is. I did some quick power checks here. Right now I got the amplifier turned off, I think. Yep. And once you get the feel, if you can reach over the top of the radio, excuse me, you'll be able to just feel which switch is which. Okay, so right now I got the amp turned off. I am in lower sideband. That's a 50 watt. Hang on a second. Okay, sorry about that. That's a 50 watt slug on that side, a 100 watt slug on that side. Amplifier is turned off. Audio. We're reading on that center scale there. This is average power. Audio. A little over 30 watts average. Audio. About 52 on peak. Alright, now I'm going to turn the AD203 on. Audio. Audio. About 50 watts RMS and over 100. Let's go to the 2 point. Now I've calibrated this meter so that that's 250 watts over there on the side. It's normally times 2, but I did the calculations and calibrated the meter for times 2.5 so that it matches the scale on the top of this. So all the way to the right is 250 watts. Okay, 100 watts is right there. 125 is that little line right in the middle there, and then that's 150 right there. Audio. 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 Now, of course, this is RMS on sideband. That's why you're seeing that 50 watt deflection there on RMS. Now I'm going to go to AM, and that was with RF power set at 12 o'clock. I don't think it would make any. Let's check. Audio. No, it doesn't make any difference on sideband. It mostly adjusts AM. So with it turned all the way up, we did key, what is that? Almost 18 watts. Well, you don't want to run it there. So if you turn it all the way down, it's about 2.5 watts. Audio, hello, hello, audio. Audio, 1 2 1 2, audio. You can see it goes above 150. Audio on peak. And that's with the power turned all the way down. Okay. Now I would suggest that if you're on AM, I'd suggest that you run it at about 12 o'clock. Hello audio, audio 1 2 1 2, audio, audio 1 2. Hello audio, audio 1 2 3 3 2 1, audio test. And I have done the high power mod to the amp, so it's not going to hurt it. But there you go. You got all kind of output power on this thing. All right. Now, I need to get you where you can hear the filters. Right now I got both of them on. Oh, and I did have the SP1A on when I was doing that, okay? I should have showed you that with the SP1A off. No, that was SP1A off. Yeah. Okay. Alright. This is, let me look back here and make sure. Okay. Amp. RF power. Oh no, Ranger noise filter, and then high cut. Okay. The Ranger noise filter is in the middle, so I'm going to turn on high cut first. That's high cut right there. Okay. This is with the Ranger noise filter on. And high cut on. High cut off. Noise filter off. Noise filter on. Noise filter off. High cut on. High cut off. Both on. Alright. Now, let's turn on the SP1A. Go back and do those tests again. Power still set at 12 o'clock. Hadn't changed anything on this. Alright, let's see what. I think I got to. Hang on a second. I want to run it through that. And hello audio, audio 1 2 1 2 audio. That's amplifier off, SP1A on, I think. Yeah, SP1A on. Amplifier on. Audio, hello audio. Okay. That's AM. I'm going to switch to upper sideband now. Audio, hello audio. 1 2 1 2 audio. Alright. Okay. Amplifier off. Let me put the screws in it and I'll be right back. Okay, get a shot of the labeling in the back here. You notice the amp is closest to the heatsink. The Ranger noise filter is in the middle. The high cut switch is closest to your antenna jack. Alright? And of course your SP1A is there on the bottom. And I'm going to ship it to you with all of the switches cut off. Turned off. Alright? You're also going to get a new heavy-duty power cable made from 12-gauge wire instead of that little 16-gauge wire that normally comes with these. So let me get the power cable hooked up and we'll be right back. Okay, Owen, there it is. There's your new 4-pin mic jack. Now, you didn't order the conversion for the microphone itself, so your microphone that comes with this radio is a 6-pin. The stock mic is still a 6-pin, but you won't be able to plug it in the radio without an adapter. But I figured you probably already knew that. So there it is. Remember, there's no internal speaker. The AD203 took the place of the speaker, so you're going to need to use an external speaker on it. Alright, buddy, it's all done. Should go out Monday. 7-3, everybody.